Shalom, Yashala. Into a video giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Continue to exalt those names. Yahweh, He is the B, His Son. Yahweh Shai, He that delivers, He that saves. We always say in the Holy Spirit, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone. My salutation to the brothers teaching word for the hopeful elect, soon to be the elect, most high will. We know that soon it'll be later. He said he's shortening the time for the elect's sake. We're in the time of the elect, time of the prophecies coming to pass. And also to the contrite spirits as returning back to the Most High. Men, women, children, blessings. This is a video about less jobs, robots taking over the job world, and even this one, brothers in LA, elders in LA posted.
Warning for all the DoorDash and Uber people. Guys, Elon Musk just announced two big inventions, Robovon and the Tesla Optimus robot. So what does this mean for DoorDash and Uber people? Guys, it means that the future is here. This also means that low-skilled labor is in serious trouble. If you think that these companies are investing in this technology, you're crazy. By having a drone or a robot do these jobs instead, the difference is all the cost is up front. You don't have to pay a robot, and their profits will go through the roof. So if you work for DoorDash or Uber, your job is at risk. So if we know these jobs are getting replaced soon, are all jobs at risk now? Guys, the reality is we do not have a crystal ball. My advice for DoorDash and Uber people is to find a new career before it's too late. Learn a new skill, trade, or profession. Go into accounting, finance, engineering, become a doctor, learn AI. Learning a trade like becoming a carpenter is also a good idea. You want to go into something that's not going to be easily replaced. Do you guys agree with this? What do you think will happen? My prediction is that in 10 years we won't have DoorDash drivers. It will be robotic cars or drones. Make sure to follow so you don't miss the next video.
Okay, and that was Ample Thoughts, the elder, rockin' LA, posted that video, and and he mentioned the guy that was talking in that video. He mentioned, well, you could go for things like carpentry, engineering, being a doctor. Now, carpentry is more realistic. Doctor, of course, what are they gonna be doing? Passing out ill medicine, jabs and all that. So you can't do that. You can't get into the lawyer system because it's all fraud and lies, and it's all based on money, which is a lot of these jobs. But and he said low skilled jobs, just like straight labor that it doesn't take any know how to do pretty much. And then this video, but I'm gonna just play a little bit of this one. They say 85 million, I think he's gonna say.
According to World Economic Forum, 85 million jobs will be replaced by AI by 2025. And on top of that, PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers, said an estimated 30% of all jobs will be replaced by AI in mid-30s. Goldman Sachs said 300 million jobs are going to be replaced. But a data came out, which is very crazy, breaking down who does AI hurt the most, men or women? Whites, blacks, Hispanics, Asians. Those with a high school diploma, those with bachelors, those with masters, and then what jobs are going to be replaced, what jobs are going to be protected, and then what new skill sets are on the rise. We're going to talk about all of that today.
This is called valuetainment, like entertainment, but valuetainment. I won't get into the whole video. I'll probably watch a little bit more of it, but I won't play it here right now. But this is very detrimental. I mean, they're moving toward a new world order. We're in the days of the new world order. We keep telling you this, And watch, this new presidency, things are going to change, highly change. And it's going to get real technical. Elon Musk has been talking like more than ever. I mean, a lot of people didn't know about him, popped out of nowhere, so to speak, to people. Some people did know about him. He might have been linked to other political parties or other, rich billionaire status companies, what have you. But whatever the case, it's going to dramatically change. Um, the title here is the caption here is the AI revolution, where robots take your job, and it's already happening in the supermarkets. Self checkouts. Less. If it used to be paper or plastic. As far as at the grocery store, cashiers. They even have this at the casinos. Have more fancy high tech cameras, ones that count your money, check you, scan you, you know, and so forth. Moving toward the MOTB, and you know, man, it's most high is hurrying this thing up, man. Anyway, let me get a scripture right quick. Ecclesiastes 1 and 2, it says, Vanity of vanities, said the preacher, vanity of vanities, all is vanity. What profit have a man of all this labor which he had taken under the sun? Yeah, because, people, they have these jobs. They look forward to these jobs, because they want more money. They desire, that certain sort of lifestyle, certain living in America, And, of course, this corporate world, this world of a pyramid, it has to do with classism and all that. You want to, they desire to reach the highest bar, And, you got low class, middle class, and the upper class, and the middle class is basically, the poor is basically vanishing, or it's just going to be rich or poor, because the middle class is, so to speak, people see it as a middle ground, a ladder to climb up as high as you can, But when the ladder is knocked down and there is no middle, then there is no way that the poor can climb up to become rich, And they show those dynamics in the celebrity world. Like when you get to be a millionaire, then the billionaire look down at you like you ain't shit, and then you become a billionaire, and then you got the all trillionaires, the top rich people still looking at you like you ain't shit, especially when it comes to a so-called black man and the rest of the tribes, under those, as far as us being under curses too. So, it's like your good is not good enough. Your rich is not rich enough. And it says one generation passed away and another generation coming, but the earth abideth forever. So, it's like a reoccurring thing, man. Some people believe they just here, do the best they can as a human being, feed their family and leave whatever they can to their children. But, that's not the case overall for many people, especially knowing that you have to depend, so to speak, on the system for jobs. I mean, the jobs you go out and get, you don't create your own job. I mean, even when you consider yourself as a business, your own business or entrepreneur or whatever, you still stand on platforms of this, the media outlets, these certain channels, these platforms. So if they take that away, you can't get no business. So that's what the government knows. I mean, average man knows. It says, Ecclesiastes 12 and 1, it says, Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. Because we're now in the evil days, bad times. Time of Jacob's trouble. Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out the window be darkened. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, man. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low, And especially those people that they got two jobs maybe, or they got, those jobs that require much dedication, much work. You got some people that gets up 4 o'clock in the morning, start working at 5 or 6, But if there is no work, that's all you go. It's almost like that, that phrase that people use about the crickets, When you bomb on stage or, something happens, crickets, that means like nothing's going on. It's just, But in the daughters of music shall be brought low, man. Like, that's what's happening too in the industry. There's pretty much nothing left in America, man. But what they plan to do with this new world order, But and you're gonna be forced into this thing, man. I think they also said they weren't gonna make any more. What do you call it? Petroleum-driven cars. It's gonna be all, computer-based electric. So, and that means that they're gonna be able to turn off your car. Like if you haven't paid, how somebody could, drive around and they overdo on their payments, and they get to kind of dodge whatever they could just cut your car off, And back then, even when they used you didn't pay your gas bill, didn't pay your electric, they had to come out and turn it off. They had to, go to the underground and actually turn off your gas. Now they just turn it off. Now it just won't come on because it's all computer based, so to speak, controlled. Same thing with the lights and all that. So, they have it right now in the bag the way that they want it. And they have the people in the palm of their hands, because, hey, these people are still striving today, still wanting to be that, on top, still wanting to be that rich family, still wanting to be that entrepreneur, that self-made millionaire, that big business. They got big dreams in this place of America still, So, but they're gonna end up being shocked, and what do you call it? It's a word I'm trying to think of, specific word, but I can't think of it right now. But that's what's gonna be happening, man. The deteriorating, deteriorating harlot called America. Infrastructure going down, rotting from the inside out. And like the apostle's been talking about lately, Civil War. So, it's one thing to boast yourself against another country with military might, but if you have to worry about your own people, so to speak, your own citizens, your own backyard, a boogeyman in your house, in your own house, then that's another problem, a bigger problem than people think. Um, so let me see. So these things are coming, man. And what it say that they have their houses. They think their houses continue forever. So they got DARPA. You know, they showing them. They're showing they're priding themselves. They're showing themselves by they don't mind these videos being shown because I mean it shows kind of where they're heading. I mean they got deeper, darker secrets, but it gives the people kind of like yeah, this is what you have to get with. They don't have to explain that much. You know, they don't have to talk that much. People are speaking for them. Videos are speaking for itself. The dark side of DARPA, the human cost of technological supremacy. I'm gonna probably do a video about DARPA, but and let me see what they say here. And they got all the kind of distractions already out. You know, it kicked off with Cat Williams, and it became a big distraction. And then here go the P Diddy thing, and then you know it'll be something else. And they got all kind of branches out of the P Diddy story, all kind of different people coming forth, victims, storytellers. Let me see.
Named DARPA. The D stands for defense. Because DARPA would be both a sword and a shield, creating offensive weapons and defensive systems. No project was too expensive, and no program was too immoral. DARPA's secret research would cost many lives, but sacrifices had to be made for the sake of security. But
That's
after
what they
all
do
these
too.
years,
They
it's time to
sacrifice.
act.
They sacrifice people and animals. Like they Russia sent that dog up into space. You know, or was that Germany? And they knew the dog wasn't going to survive. You know, but they have to know. They have to see, and if it costs lives, even with this new world order, the depopulation decree, so to speak. Um, in their plans. Project Megiddo, lost protocol. I mean, the protocols of the lost elders of Zion. Hopefully, I said that right. But they know.
Who are they really protecting?
Because you gotta remember that these were never Christian. They never believed in the Bible. Bible was never their thing. They just held off people. It just another distraction, another allure to have people, but they narrated it to make sure that we wouldn't read anything more than what they narrated in the churches. So, because they know who the Bible is for, they know what the Bible says. They know who the chosen people are. They know who the Israelites are, which are so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans. I even showed you a clip back then. It was an old movie. I think it came out in the 80s. And this so-called white man in this movie told this Native American that he was a lost tribe of Israel. And the Native American, they kept showing him, of course, there was a movie, so he's acting. I'm pretty sure he knew in real life, but he kept saying, it's just not true. It's just not true. The Native American was saying that. And the so-called white man telling his wife, he just won't believe me. He's the lost tribes of he's the lost tribes of Israel. So they know.
No, I didn't order any dumbbells. No, I didn't order a miniature squat cage. Human. Just put it back on the truck. I'm glad you did. I need it. And eat in minutes. Each meal is made using only nutritious ingredients, and every Factor meal is crafted by a gourmet chef and is dietitian approved. They update their menu every week. They've got 35 different meals with over 60 add-on options. And Factor is now owned by HelloFresh.
So I don't know. I mean, they have more information about the, it's pretty sure it's something deeper that they reveal. D.A.R.P.A's secret mind control technology. I might do a separate video, but it says what exactly is D.A.R.P.A. Let me go to that. Wiser than Daniel. Ezekiel 28:3, it says, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee." This so-called white man become wiser than Daniel, Edom. Daniel was a judge, and he was even interpreting through the Holy Spirit dreams that bothered Nebuchadnezzar, pertaining to the destruction of Babylon. There was insight, foresight, prophecy. So these devils are trying to upset prophecy, and they're trying to, get ahead of the prophets and the prophecies from the Bible, from the Most High, and trying to, even with discovering certain things, whether it be underwater, underground, in the air, in space, to, change the overall, narrative, overall belief system of people, for the sake of control, and the people are really falling into it, man. They're going deeper into the rabbit hole, So that's why they have Most High allow them to have all this technology, because it's according to prophecy also. And to destroy the asses, because it says he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, Because they're not, these are secrets. Every video that you see here, talking about D.A.R.P.A and many other media technical operations that is, talked about, displayed in here, is something more deeper than what we read on the surface, And some people do go deep into these subject matter. They do go deep into. Like how D.A.R.P.A is creating super soldiers using brain implants. See, and a lot of our people didn't think that this was 1 month ago. A lot of our people didn't think that this stuff was true. You're gonna start seeing some crazy stuff. They have drones out there, man. Now, it's like when they show their military might and they, tanks and all that, and their aircrafts, and the drones are right there with them. Now it's become like a household's common thing to see a drone, But, and it's really nothing so much high tech. Those drones, it's another flying aircraft, But they are making them smaller. They have, drone-like insects or robotic insects. They do have nanobots, were more microscopic, more on a high-tech level, because it's kind of like invisible to the naked eye, and it works inside the body. Um, and you could look that up too, nanobots. So a lot of this stuff, you know, wasn't known before. First Chinese military invisibility suit shocked the U.S. They have that. China with their artificial intelligence. See, you see, in Most Highs making everybody flex their muscle. You know that this is a part that their strategy of war that these nations pose against each other as far as flexing their muscle. It has to do with technology too. It has to do with AI, and it has to do with these tools, as well as the flexing of, the gun, the flexing of nuclear um, weapons. It has to do with these elements too. Like don't go to war with us. We're smarter than you, and if we are, and, you know, if that's believed, from other parties and citizens of the other party, they might somewhat, you know, try to buy time and try to create something more savvy, more technical, and or be afraid. Because if you flex your muscle with your intelligence, and you start showing these things, the other party got to be like, damn. So what else they have? Because that's pretty impressive. Invisible suits, that's pretty impressive. Or artificial sun, that's pretty impressive. But hey, we're not impressed at all, man. I mean, because we know it's the Most High, man. And the men that create these things, they still die. They still go to the grave. So if they were really gods, they would outlive their technology. They would they could be harmed and killed by their own technology. So how could a man make something more powerful than him, or why would he? So it has to be God and the Most High having the angels put that in their minds to do that. Because I mean, if you get to the point where you're making a nuclear bomb, and just like some Oppenheimer thing, where they had a movie called Oppenheimer, and in the movie they were mad at Oppenheimer. I don't know how much of this is true, but in the movie, I remember them. If I remember correctly, they showed his colleagues getting mad at him for just even the suggestion of a bomb, to create a nuclear bomb, or atom bomb, whatever he was going for, to say that he was crazy, because you're gonna make a bomb and you're gonna blow us all up. But that's what these devils do. I mean, they test it in the waters and all that, and they test it on certain grounds, but they do it, and if it destroys people, if it destroys the land, and it destroys the creatures in the water, they don't care. They gotta test this stuff, because everybody's shooting for the superpower now, and there's no time left, really. Like we always say, they don't borrow time. It says the devil come down like he have short time, seeking who he may devour, and these are the kind of things he devours people with. His military might, his technology, his robots, his even with the controlling the tornadoes and hurricanes, or using the heart to destroy lands by earthquakes and mudslides and that kind of thing. So we just keep going, praying as we go, and hope we Most High get us the hell out of here, because this is gonna become more hellish than now or ever it was. So make it a little shorter, but I might go into so I can go into DARPA, some of the HARP stuff, you know. But yeah, to the next video. Shalom.